Hello and welcome back, everybody. Here I am with another session of interviews and how to be successful in it. So here I have prepared some sample questions for you that you can consider asking your interviewers. But if you have anything more special in mind, you can, of course, add to this list of questions. So let's get started and let's see what are these. Can you explain some of the day-to-day responsibilities this job entails? Number 2, how would you describe the characteristics of someone who would succeed in this role? If I were in this position, how would my performance be measured? How often? What departments does this team work with regularly? How do these departments typically collaborate? And what does that process look like? Lastly, what are the challenges you're currently facing in your role? And now, as the last part of this session, I want to go over some of the most common interview questions. So after this part is done, I want you all to take a moment, look at the questions carefully, and after that, start practicing them. Now, you can use the mirror method I told you, or you can ask a friend or a partner to help you with this part. So let's see what are the questions. Number 1 would be, tell me about yourself, a very common question. Number 2, how did you hear about this position? Why do you want to work at this company? Why do you want this job? Why should we hire you? What can you bring to the company? What are your greatest strengths? What do you consider to be your weakness? Or what do you consider to be your weaknesses? They might just ask for one or several. What is your greatest professional achievement? Tell me about the challenge or conflict you have faced at work and how you dealt with it. Tell me about a time you demonstrated leadership skills. What's a time you disagreed with a decision that was made at work? Tell me about a time you made a mistake. Tell me about a time you failed. Why are you leaving your current job? If you are quitting your job and going for a new job. Why were you fired? If you were fired. Why was there a gap in your employment? Can you explain why you changed career paths? What's your current salary? What do you like least about your job? What are you looking for in a new position? What type of work environment do you prefer? What's your work style? What's your management style? How would your boss and coworkers describe you? How do you deal with pressure or stressful situations? What do you like to do outside of work? Are you planning on having children? How do you prioritize your work? What are you passionate about? What motivates you? What are your pet peeves? How do you like to be managed? Do you consider yourself as stressful? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How do you plan to achieve your career goals? What's your dream job? What other companies are you interviewing with? What makes you unique? What should I know that's not on your resume? What would your first few months look like in this role? What are your salary expectations? What do you think we could do better or differently? When can you start? Are you willing to relocate? How many tennis balls can you fit into a limousine? If you were an animal, which one would you want to be? Sell me this pen. Is there anything else you would like us to know? Do you have any questions for us? And that's it. That's all the very, very common questions that are possibly going to be asked. Not all of them, of course, but some of them are probably going to be asked during your interview. And that's it for today. I hope that was useful for you, and I wait eagerly to see you all in the next classes. Thank you so much, and goodbye for now.